On this video, I'm going to find and create a bestseller for Valentine's Day. Now, this can be applied for any time of the year, and I'm going to use three tools to actually do this. I'm going to use one, Everbee, to actually find the trend, that design trend that's working right now, that best-selling design. Two, I'm going to craft a prompt using ChatGPT to help me. And number three, I'm going to create the design using Kittl with their fantastic design models in there, just like Nano Banana and many other ones too. So check this out. Now I'm on Etsy. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to type in PNG. Remember, just use this, adapt my process to the product or digital product or even print on demand that you sell. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in PNG because obviously I'm looking for a design. Now using Everbee, it has some fantastic features to help me identify those trends really, really quickly. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the side and go to product analytics. And remember, you can find the links to all of the things that I'm using in this video. The links will be below in the video description. So check it out. Look at this. So product analytics is the first thing I'm going to do, right? So what I'm going to say is I'm going to click on Everbee database. I don't want to just analyze the page that I'm looking at. I want to analyze everything, right? Make sure you type in PNG or whatever word that you're actually searching for. And then you can also look at the whole database. So I'm just going to click that, search, and then click this too. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of sift through. So I'm going to look at growth rate. And the reason why I'm looking at growth rate is because generally when you see something that's trending, the growth rate will jump. So I'm going to just sift this or kind of sort it by growth rate, right? So you can see, for example, the top one's growth rate of 3,500. The other tip is also to have something that's quite recent. So I'm going to go down because I'm looking for something specific, which is that Valentine's, because that's the time of year that's kind of coming up. Even though really I should be looking at this earlier. And I always advise to kind of look at things probably 5-6 months before the time. So just imagine you're doing this process for a time of year that's coming up. So let's say Christmas or Easter is coming up. Try to do this quite early, right? As early as you can. Sometimes you can be a bit too early, but just do it as early as possible. So I'm going to just kind of come down and try and identify something that's got a good growth rate, but fits into the sort of Valentine's Day theme or idea that I'm looking for. So I'm just kind of bringing it down and looking at the side of all these sort of listings, right? So that's what you're doing. Okay, I might have identified something. I'm just looking at something right now. This is Valentine's Day teddy bear, right? Seems to be doing well. So growth rate of 1,100%. So I'm just going to analyze this quickly and see if it fits in. So 1 month old listing, that's pretty good. So it's recent. It's got a conversion rate of 33%, massive. And like I said, all this data is with Everbee. So do make sure you try it out for free. So there's some really good signs here. Gonna go down and you can see the growth rate here, 1,100% growth rate. So lots of good things about it. Now I need to kind of go and study the design and see what that design is about. So let me go to the listing. Okay, so I'm on the listing. So let me just have a look at this really quickly and try to figure out exactly what's making this work so well. Now, don't forget, this is this is growing rapidly and it's trending. And it's a recent listing. So it's a really good sign that something that makes money quite recent is always a good sign. So this is a teddy, right? And teddy's Valentine's Day works really well. It is in a something we call a faux yarn style, which is in this kind of sewing, embroidery, not embroidery, more of that sewn style, crochet-esque style, which is really trending right now massively. And so I definitely advise do some designs in the faux yarn style because honestly, it's going to do really well. I did a video on it. Now, the other thing that's making it work is it has a coquette, a bow tie. And if you know that the coquette bow tie is doing fantastically well, trending across all times of the year, all seasons, and it's been doing well for quite a while, but it's still working. So again, you've got the teddy element, you've got the coquette bow tie element, and you got it in a faux yarn style, design style, right? And then you've got these kind of glittery Valentine's Day hearts around it too, which is also helping to push it. So it has quite a few elements that is making it work. It's got fantastic and a really nice mock-up to showcase it, but it is a digital download. So these are the reasons why it's doing so well. So it's probably a great idea to do something in that similar style, not exactly the same. Try to be unique, but similar in your own unique way, I would say, but using the elements that are working. So let's jump on to ChatGPT and let's create a prompt. Okay, so I'm on ChatGPT, guys. And what I've typed in is I've said create a design prompt for a nano banana that will be for a sitting teddy with a bow tie, coquette, and heart shaped cushion held by the teddy in a faux yarn style. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm describing something that is working with the elements in there. Now, there's a few ways you could do this. This is just one way that I'm doing it. And this is sort of in a description mode using ChatGPT. So describing a design that you've seen. And to be honest with you, I need to probably go in a little bit more detail. So I could say something like adding heart shapes, different sizes in a glitter effect. And I can go into a lot more detail, and I definitely advise, if you want to study a design and then create a prompt after going into a lot more detail, definitely help you. But then I've asked ChatGPT to craft me a optimized nano banana prompt using this style. Now, many people do, there are a few ways people do this, whether you do it yourself, where you're actually describing the design. Sometimes you can get inspiration from a design where you're sort of using an image, so that ChatGPT can sort of study the design and then craft something that is similar but unique to you. That's also possible, but obviously making sure that it's a unique design and it's not something that they're creating a prompt that is completely unique. But I do like to craft my own prompts from scratch, and then sometimes I'll go onto Kittl on the design model, and then I'll still tweak the design slightly as well. So ChatGPT has created for me a prompt with what I've asked it to, and then what I do is I copy and paste it into the design platform, and the design platform that I'm using is called Kittl. So I'm going to show you Kittl now very quickly. And again, like I keep saying, the links to everything that I'm using is in the video description. Okay, guys, so I'm on Kittl. Now, Kittl is your go to design platform. It does designing, editing, it does absolutely everything. It's absolutely fantastic. I do have 25% off all the plans if you use my promo code AJYT. But honestly, try it out and you'll enjoy it. Now, what I've done is, and I'll be honest, although I used the prompt that I created with ChatGPT, I've changed a hell of a lot from it, because what I do is I paste it in the box, this is the sort of AI prompt box in Kittl. And then here you'll see at the bottom, there's many different design models: Sea Dream, Flux, Imogen, and so many other ones. Dali as well is in there. But I like using Nano Banana. It produces designs in about 15-20 seconds, pretty high quality as well. And so the Nano Banana model is working really well. They've also got Nano Banana Pro, but I just like to use the standard one. Now, I'll be honest, I've done a lot of changes because I actually created the prompts, created the designs using the prompt, but then it didn't really suit or match exactly what I wanted. So I went back and I changed stuff like making it a little bit more realistic in the faux yarn style, which you can see here, and also adding bits like a satin bow tie, which I wanted. So you will have to change things with the prompts, and you do sometimes go through quite a bit of tokens, but it's all part of the process, and that's why you have to make sure you do have the right package. um, the other thing I will say, now remember, if you are interested in selling designs like this, like these kind of fantastic clip arts, do check out the link below. I do have a whole mini course on exactly how to start an Etsy digital product business, and in particular clip art business. So do check it out. The link is below. Anyways, so now that I've sort of played around with the prompt, let's see what it comes up with. And remember, although I look at inspiration from Etsy, I always try and create my own unique design. So let me generate this and let's see what it's come up with. So as you can see, it's generating in 15 seconds. Okay, so look, this is what it's produced for me. And honestly, as a sort of attempt, or first attempt, second attempt, whatever it is, third attempt, it's really good because I wanted it in the pink style. I wanted it to look different. I wanted it to have the elements that worked, like this heart in the middle cushion with a coquette bow tie, but again, having the sort of design style there. And what's really good is what you'll find is, I mean, let's say if I delete this, right? What's really good about creating AI designs is that when I click generate, there's always going to be slight differences, which is really good. Now, obviously, I can use the same style. See, I like this better because the stitching again is a little bit nicer, smaller. Now I can go back to the prompt and I can change it into a sort of darker red or a red teddy, different color. I can change the valentines heart. I can change the heart. I can change everything really. So it's what you're comfortable with. But what I wanted to keep was the elements, the teddy, the hearts, the cushion heart, the faux yarn style, and to have a coquette bow tie. And I did specify I wanted it satin as well. So, like I said, so as I said, guys, just be very detailed with your prompt, check it, and change it, tweak it to however you want, and you can get a really fantastic design. But for me, a pink teddy bear with all the elements works quite well with that coquette bow tie. So obviously I can use this, and actually I can use the style to do different things, different, could be animals, but maintaining the same style. Now, the other thing I wanted to really sort of show you was, and this is a sort of bonus feature, which is actually absolutely amazing. Quite recently, at the time of doing this video, Kittl released something called Kittl Video, which means that they can create a video for you. They will generate a video from a still image. Now, this means that I can change this actual image into a video so that I can actually showcase it and use it as a mock-up, right? And you know how important mock-ups are. The mock-up that I showed you on the Etsy listing that is working so well shows somebody wearing a sweatshirt with a teddy on the teddy design on the sweatshirt. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something that's pretty new, which you can use as a sort of mock-up for your listing. And it's so interesting because it's actually in a unique and original way. And I believe it will help you stand out amongst all the Etsy listings because a lot of them are quite similar and generic. So if you go to generate video, which is at the top, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, because I'm going to create movement for this image, I'm going to say, I want the teddy bear to stand up and dance. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say much. So I'm going to click generate. All right, I'm going to let that do its thing. So right now it's going to create a video. It's going to take about 2 minutes to do. Video that I can actually use for the Etsy listing, where it's going to show this animated in a movement. And honestly, guys, like I said, there's nothing out there like it at the time of doing this video. Okay, guys, now check this out. This is, I've got a feeling it's going to be pretty good. I don't know, but I got a feeling. Okay, let me click play. That's crazy, guys. That's absolutely mad. Look how realistic it looks. See, this is what I'm saying, guys. You better jump on this quickly if you want to actually stand out from the crowd. Now, this video can be used on your Etsy listing. Listen, this is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, guys, if you've got any questions, drop it in the comments below. But if you did like the video, please hit the like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Don't forget to check out the links in my video description, and I'll see you soon.